Hi friends, this is Bharat. Today we are going to talk about Scale Cube in microservices system design. This video is an extract from the book The Art of Scalability, where the three-dimensional scalability model is discussed. I strongly recommend you to go through this book before architecting or designing your system, but I would try to give you the essence or the crux to save your time before you start this journey. Let's jump right in. First of all, scalability is the process of either splitting the application or share the workload among various servers or services. In a microservices design, you may scale application in three dimensions to make it highly available, but it comes with a cost. The more units you create, the more complex it becomes. So there is always a need to keep balance between the number of services and its responsibilities. It all boils down to three dimension where at x-axis we scale by cloning, at y-axis the application is decomposed into smaller units, and at z-axis similar data set is partitioned into multiple units. There is one more simple and cost-effective scaling technique commonly used in monolith applications, which is vertical scaling or scale up. But it has its limitations as you have an upper limit in how much RAM or hardware you can add in a given server. Now let's quickly see the three dimensions more closely. X-axis or horizontal scaling, or in scale-out model, the code base or application is just copied into multiple server and every request is served by load balancer, which runs algorithms like round robin to assign a request to server which is free or less loaded. The obvious advantage would be to a monolith application can be better scaled in this way than vertical scaling, and in comparison with other dimensions it is simple to implement. On the flip side, actually the complexity of the system is not solved. Huge service will still remain the same, and on top of it, it has to use a shared database or cache and will have to synchronize with each other to avoid stale data. To address these issues, the y-axis or functional decomposition will certainly help, where every service is assigned separate responsibility where a specific decomposition technique can be used. In verb-based decomposition, the service is split by its action, example add to cart or checkout. In case of noun-based decomposition, the service is split by name, place or a thing, for example user management or product catalog. The obvious advantage is it is much easier to manage, but every layer adds up latency. In z-axis scaling, the data is partitioned and every query is run in multiple server, and query aggregator combines the result to present it to the user. For example, one may split and save product data alphabetically, where product starting from A to M is stored in database A and O to Z is stored in database B. And when user wants to see the most frequently bought products, the query is issued to both database and the top result is then aggregated. The tricky part is partitioning scheme implementation is not straightforward. So coming to what is best designed for the system, it is always good to use all three dimensions at various degree depending on the nature of the application and user base. When you look at the diagram, 1, 7 and 6 frequently interact with the web app, and scaling that horizontally or by x-axis significantly increases the application response time, where in point 8 and 9, which is the internal working of the system, can be functionally decomposed. The actual storage of data point 3, 4, 5 and 6 can be scaled on z-axis, and specifically point 4 can be split further so the reads and writes are reasonably quick. If you want more videos like this, or if you have any questions, please add it in the comment section and I will take my best effort to answer them. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.